It's Solution98 here, and today I'll be doing an update video. Basically, I have built a lot of stuff in the meantime since my last LEGO video. Actually, since my last update. My last LEGO video was, I think, the solar sign update, I think. So basically, I built some new vehicles, I improved the story of the survivors, and some other stuff also along the way. So, in my last update, I introduced some new survivors. Well, I can't really remember all of them that I introduced. I mean, I know, like, some of them are not there anymore, but the main ones are, like, here is Officer Jenny. She was the one that I didn't have a story for last time. The rest of them, you can just, like, I put an annotation somewhere on the screen, so you can go check out that video and see for yourself what has changed. Like, for the survivors, for most of them the story hasn't changed, but there are some new ones, and also, like I said, an update for her. So, basically, what I have updated is like her look and sort of like her story. Basically, from what I can see here, she reminds me of Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. Basically, that's my friend told me the same thing. Like, also she kind of reminds me of Michonne from The Walking Dead because she has the ninja sword and she rides a horse and stuff. So on this horse I got some equipment, a shotgun, sleeping bag, first aid kit, a pistol, and I'll just take her off the horse for a second to show you what she looks like aside from the horse. As you can see, she has the 2012 LEGO City Police torso, and also from the same year the pilot pants from the LEGO City Police. She has this bag, Indiana Jones, used in the Indiana Jones series and also in the LEGO City series. This hat I just got recently. It's from the LEGO minifigure series. I can't remember what actual, like, series it was. I think it's one of the newer ones. It was on a cowgirl. Really cool, but I think it fits her. And this actually made it so that I can put the ninja sword on her back. Originally she had different hair. Now let me just find it. I stored it away yesterday. Yeah, it's here. Here is, like, it's series 8, as you can see, and there's the cowgirl right there. That's where I got the hat. Wait a second, I just have to, okay, here it is. Here's the hairpiece. This is her original hairpiece from that video, and this still is her hairpiece. Only this is like when she rides, it's more practical to have her hair like this. So yeah, I'm just going to switch that around. Now I have to take the bag off and the ninja sword. Just a second. I'm sorry I'm doing this on video and not pausing, but yeah, it's just better for this way. I'm lazy. I can't really hit the pause button right now. Okay, so here is what she originally looked like in that video, and basically that's what she looks like, only when she ties her hair in a ponytail like that, when she rides. So yeah, that's Officer Jenny. I haven't really thought of a story for her. You guys, if you want, you can think of a story for her. My best guess is, like, because for the most of my survivors I love to think of a story, but for her it's just basically, I don't want to be copying The Walking Dead. I mean, she reminds me of Rick Grimes, but she's she definitely wasn't in a coma at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. So one thing to note, like if you guys want, you can like post in the comments what you think her story should be and what you think about her. She's one of my favorite survivors. And also just some notes to help you make a story if you want. She's basically, from what you can see, she's a small town cop. And yeah, figure out how she got the horse, probably like somehow like Rick. She has some guns, standard issue police stuff, nothing too major, like a pistol and a shotgun. So that's basically it, but this is interesting element. So if you want to think of a story, you can there's something interesting to think about. So basically that was her, enough about her. Next up, one thing I also mentioned in that video, actually not mentioned but shown you, was the vehicles, and I have drastically updated some of the vehicles. Now, you remember Jack's van? It was that small little van from like the 90s maybe. Here it is. It was from Lego System, I think. An old set I bought. Oh god. Oh, here it is. Well, this was Jack's van in the original story. Well, think of me just replacing that with another vehicle and the story staying the same. Like, it was still Jack's van, they still left it behind, only some details have changed about the story. So, here is a custom van I built, and it has a story. Basically, it used to belong to Jack, and oh god, I wrote this down like 2 weeks ago. I can't really remember every detail, but basically this was his van back when he went to college, and he used it for a long time. Then he gave it to one of his cousins who was like turning 19 or something like that, and basically he rode it around for a couple of years, returned it to Jack because he bought the car, and basically Jack, because this is a large vehicle and it costs a lot to put like license plates on, new license plates on it, and he doesn't drive it a lot, sorry. He actually just put up some custom. The camera won't really focus, but come on. The camera actually, you know what, I'll just pray to God that it focuses and finish the story. It basically says Kiss, and it's the logo of the band Kiss. So, this, like I said, he got this van back, and he just rode it around like his property, hauling some stuff, and he didn't use it outside of that because he had a car and everything. So that's basically the story. Now, why it's multicolored? Basically, this van, like I said, he bought when he went to college, and this is a modified Chevy van. Basically, it's supposed to be this van. I know it doesn't really look like that much, but basically, it has a longer end, like from here. So as you can see, someone actually modified this, made it longer, so it could hold more stuff, and Jack basically bought it that way. He didn't have money, because he was going to college, he didn't have money to actually paint it, but he instead bought these cheesy stickers, like respect the van, and put them on both sides. So I think they're cool, but yeah. It was basically easier for him to do that. Actually, you can see like the bodywork wasn't quite finished. There's a lot of scratches, and it's been like this for a long time. So here's the back of the van. Same license plates. They're basically like those souvenir license plates that don't really work for cars, like that have names on them. And yeah, this is the back. You can open it up, and I will show you the inside in a second. You can see it like here. like you've seen before, the doors can open. They have a little trouble when you come up to here, from there to here, because of the wheel arch, but doesn't really matter. These rear view mirrors. Here's the front. It has sort of like a Chevy logo. It was supposed to represent that. And as you can see, it has windows on both sides. You can see through. Now, it has a three-part roof, because those are the pieces that I had. Just, okay, you're not supposed to explode it off, but that works also. I made it sort of easier to take off. It's not the easiest, but hey, I didn't really have the pieces for this, and I'm really proud how it turned out, even the lack of the pieces. Now, it's a mess in here. I have a lot of stuff, and that's related to another story, which I'll tell you if you stick around for later, if I'm not boring you too much. So, basically, you can see a Gorillaz poster, and that's basically something that Jack put up when he... either Jack or his cousin. I haven't really worked out all the little bugs in the story, but that's basically been there for a long time, that's a poster. And yeah, Jack used this for sleeping in there, and the reason why it has this groove in here is because minifigs have arms that stick out. So basically when you put the minifigure inside here, the arm goes in there and the minifigure can sleep. Here is a table. I'll just open this up so you can get a better look. And basically the reason why I'm zoomed in so much is because this is supposed to be HD video, and basically I can't unzoom or zoom in this format. That's my phone's camera being, that's Samsung being Samsung. So, some pills here, painkillers, and basically what this gray piece here is, it's a battery of some sorts, either for a camera or something. That's something that they found. And the pillow, and in the front, I forgot to show you the front, the camera just doesn't focus on what I want it to, but as you can see, there's a seat in here, steering wheel, like gear shift, and there's a panel there with some switches and dials and stuff, basically speedometers and for controlling the headlights, and yeah. And there's something also Jack probably put up when he was using the van, this sticker here. And also I made it easy, so if you need this to be completely open, you can actually, this is not supposed to break in half, but you can actually take this out completely, but I don't see why you would do that, or you can either move it to the other side, but I like to keep it this way. So basically that was the van, and it does have a story. And no, I don't mean the story of how the van was built or something. I mean the story related to the survivors. Like I said, Jack didn't really use this, and they left it behind, if you remember that van. Basically, that one just got replaced by this one, but the story stayed mostly the same. Well, that's because I'm introducing two new survivors. And I'm sorry if I introduced them in the past. I'm really forgetful, but I'm really sure I didn't, because I made... never mind. I'll just put them here, and if you recognize them, doesn't really matter. I'll just tell you a quick story about them. Here they are, Jeff on the left and Donna on the right. Basically their story is... if you're interested in the story, I wrote it down, and I will be posting new pictures to Flickr, I hope very soon, and that's the new information about the survivor sheets and stuff, and their story is there. they're basically together, and they found that van, and they're like driving it. So I don't want to make this video any longer than it really needs to be. So they're basically driving that van. Now, the next major update is done. Sorry about the lighting. I probably put the camera on the light. Sorry. Is the cameraman. Now, as you can see, it looks much more rugged and post-apocalyptic. It did used to have this snowplow, but I added a lot of stuff to the side. Now, I added this like this, basically to protect the windshield from zombies that get on here or other stuff. On this side you can see that the frame is reinforced, and that's also the same on this side. And this window is barricaded, and basically, as you can see, most of the van, if you go around, is barricaded, and this is the only spot where zombies could actually attack you. And I don't mean it's vulnerable, but it's if something can break this door. And basically, I would rather, in my situation, I would rather like to think about one spot than to think about multiple entries of the van. So that's why I built only one spot where they can get in and get out. So, like I said, actually I didn't, but what I was thinking was, this is a Lego City vehicle, so it doesn't have any doors to the back area. So if there were doors, they would probably work also. If you take this off, there are some supplies in there, but nothing has changed from the previous videos. Also, this applies to the front. Nothing has changed, the same stuff is in there. You have to watch my previous videos to know that. Up on the top, we have these two elements, which are basically, you put these under the tires to get traction if you're stuck in sand or mud, to get out of a situation, no pun intended. And basically, this piece here broke, and I don't have one to replace it. That's kind of sad, but it doesn't really matter. It still works fine. Now, in here we got a lot of supplies. Basically the stuff that was already here last time. Maybe something new, but I don't think anything else has been added. Now, these windows are where it gets interesting, and if my camera would focus, that would be great. What I used is two of these ladder pieces that I used on this window here, and I stuck a 1x4 like from here, and this hinge piece, so that there is no gap here. There would be a gap here, but that's where this 1x4 hinge brick comes in. So that's it. There's a sniper rifle, hunting rifle, whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of supplies in here, but like I said, nothing major has been added since my last videos. Oops, that fell off. Okay, I'm just going to close this up. And here, on this side, they put a big antenna, and that's basically to like enhance the radios, like the distance where it can. You get it to boost the signal of the radio, so they can hear more stuff from further away. This antenna is for better communications. And yeah, so I think it looks pretty badass. It's pretty rugged. And this piece, if you haven't seen it, I think it was in my last video, maybe not. This piece is actually supposed to be like a metal beam that's there as a counterweight for this massive snowplow. So yeah, it's this is really heavy, and if you put all of that in the front and nothing in the back, it would kind of suck. Yes, it moves slower, but it's more stable, and it won't flip if you go down the street. And so Also, the wheel level has been raised by a couple of studs, maybe 1 or 2 studs, I don't know, so that it can accommodate for the snowplow. Basically, they took this to the chop shop and made it zombie-proof as much as they could. The next vehicle I updated, you saw Jack's truck updated in the previous video. Nothing major there, but here is Lily's car, and this is not permanent because I'm planning on getting something similar to this. This is basically tape, but it's really old, so it's not very sticky. This is basically some special sort of tape used for like holding metal together or something, I can't really remember, and it looks great. It's like to protect the windows, but yeah, it's not very sticky, so that's temporary. And this here, I don't remember if you saw it in the previous video. It says PSU. Basically, that's Pennsylvania State University, and that's connected to the story because basically they live in Pennsylvania, and Lily, who is the owner of this car, at the time of the beginning of this faction, of the apocalypse, she was going to Pennsylvania State University, and this is just a bumper sticker, so. And those are Pennsylvania license plates. So I try to be honest with the detail, actually not honest, accurate. And here are also Pennsylvania license plates, but basically they're the type of souvenir license plates that you would use, that you would buy in a gift shop or something. This truck, no. Guys, I'm trying to make things more realistic, as you saw. This van is really, like, it's good, it's a good for playability, but basically it's not really realistic. Where in the world would you see a van that's smaller than an SUV? So basically it's rare. I know there are some, but yeah, come on. This is more accurate to the story I'm trying to tell. So also some other things you might have seen around this mess. I'm trying to make things more realistic. Now, at this point, my group of survivors is driving a lot of goddamn vehicles. Like, I'm serious. And that's not really realistic. Although it's awesome, all of these vehicles belong, except for this one, belong to them. Now that is really awesome, but it's not realistic. Like, if they had this thing and the like 2 SUVs, a van, a camper van, and a semi truck without a trailer, like, I'm serious, they would need so much. Also, one more vehicle, I'm sorry, I forgot about the DeLorean, which I'll show you in a second. Like, they would need so much fuel, they could like power a small city. I'm serious. So, when I say I'm making things more realistic, I'm giving you guys the choice to help me make things more realistic. I want you to tell me which vehicles to get rid of. Now, the vehicles that are immune to this, like kicking out, are this, and for now this. Because that's probably going to be replaced with another vehicle soon. Also, the DeLorean is staying for now because they need a fast vehicle. Now, the reason I'm trying to not show you the DeLorean is because some of it fell off, but here it is. So basically, I also armored the DeLorean since the last video. I protected the tires. The trunk still the same, doors are still the same, and the front is also armored. As you can see, the lights are protected, and the hood. Basically, this is protection against zombies, but it's also protection against humans, because like people, like if they see you really have it like made, like you have a lot of fuel, like these guys, like factory of fuel, also a lot of stuff. They're going to try to like take it away from you. So basically, the major points that you would need to protect not counting the cockpit, which, I mean, the place where you sit. That's like already, there's no saying in that, you need to protect that, but people can shoot out your tires, and that's going to make you crash or like crash into zombies, and then you're screwed. And after the zombies are done with you, they can just come and take your stuff. But also your engine, like if they shoot you in the engine and they get a clear shot, you're not going to go anywhere. Like you're going to stop, they're going to come and get you. So basically that's what I tried to protect in this vehicle. I will also be posting pictures on Flickr that are like tell you about these vehicles, what they're used for and stuff. This would basically, they all go in a convoy, and they have their own individual spot in the convoy, and other like purposes. But basically this one goes out of the convoy sometimes and scouts ahead because it's really fast. And imagine this going into a overrun area and like crashing or getting shot in the like engine block. And these guys would also come there and be shot or something. So that's why this is really important to protect. The vehicles I left here, you can tell me one vehicle that is going to be like the other. I will think of a story, you just tell me. Like I'm taking this one because this one still has like use in the story, but it's not realistic because it's freaking military vehicle that uses special fuel, that uses a lot of more fuel than these guys can siphon out of cars. Like basically this, like I think, I'm not sure, but this like I think uses like 5 times the fuel from here. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but seriously, look at this. So basically that, also, like all of my survivors are still like, they're not untouched, but they're still there and nothing's happened to them. In The Walking Dead, every season you lose a couple of cast members, you get a couple of cast members, and that was a really crude way to put it, but you know what I mean. So basically these are the survivors. Let me just find, oh god damn it. Oh. And I'm not counting the other like, actually I am. Here are all of the survivors that are currently in the story, including the new ones. Like the new ones and the main characters are immune to like getting voted off, if I should put it like that, because the new ones just got there, and the main ones like Rick would be in the, like Rick is in The Walking Dead, are immune to like getting voted off. So basically these are all of the survivors that are currently in the story, I think. Actually a couple more, but doesn't really matter, they're not important right now. These ones are like basically the main ones. This, okay, these are new ones. So these ones I'm going to leave up, okay. So these are the survivors that can in some way be, like they can be either split up from this group and come back in another season, if we're going to make it like a TV show. They can either die in car accident, get eaten by zombies, whatever you guys think of. God, that's awful, but whatever. So basically this is Lily, this is, oh god, I can't remember his name. He is like been here for a long time, so look it up in all of my older videos. I think, yeah, Earl, he's Lily, Earl. These two I can't remember. This one I don't think he ever had a name. And this is Kelly, yes. So basically any of these characters can be taken out of the story. And these are, for now, they're immune to the, like, taking out of the story. So basically I'm trying to make things more interesting. And this has been a long video. It's not done yet, but it's been a really long video because I haven't made a Lego video in a long time. And I had to update you guys on what's been going on. Basically, I'm crazy busy with school. I started high school and I don't have, basically I don't have time to make videos, and when I do, I don't really have the inspiration. But I had it now. So I'm just gonna leave these guys up, so if you want another look. Also some other stuff that's going to be, I'm just going to flash this so you can see it. That was motorcycle. Now that is something for a future video, which is going to happen hopefully soon. Like I said, some of these vehicles will be replaced, some of them will be completely taken out of the story because of reality reasons, and some other stuff. Now, for the final part of the update, I want to update you on some stuff, some merchandise that I bought and got a lot some time ago. Basically, at the time I bought Brick Arms, you remember that video, guys, it was a couple months back. I also bought some Left 4 Dead merchandise, and I bought posters and a t-shirt. And I did a video on that, and the video was seriously bad, and I put up the posters in the meantime. So basically, it just I felt pissed off because the video was really bad and I couldn't redo it because the posters were already up on the walls. So I'll just show you that quick, and I'm going to pause the video and try to find the t-shirt. But before I do that, I also got some other stuff in the meantime. I also did a video on this, but never got around to uploading it, so I'm just gonna include it in this update. This is Zombie Shower Gel. If you haven't seen it, I haven't seen it before. My sister got this for my birthday. It's basically, it looks like, what was that called? IV bag. And it's really good. They made it really nicely. And it smells great, so basically it's an interesting product. If you know something about it, you can post it in the in the comments below. And yeah, it's really neat, and it has some funny stuff on here, level. It's really good. They really done a good job on this. Also, I bought some books. In the meantime, let me just grab a book. And these books are in Serbian, so most of you are probably not gonna be able to understand this. But I bought World War Z because I love the movie, so I'm going to read this. And I've started reading this. This is Max Brooks, zombie apocalypse, survival. I don't remember the original title. I'm probably gonna put up an annotation because I don't remember the original title, but it's basically a zombie survival guide, so it's really cool and has really some interesting stuff in here. Also, I've been reading the Walking Dead comic books like crazy, and they're really good, and they're not they're different a lot from the TV show, but they have a lot of similarities at the same time. Sorry about that, my video time limit passed. Basically, what I was saying before is I've been reading the Walking Dead comic books, and I know they've been there before the TV show has, but I'm just saying this for the people that, like me, that watched the TV show and love it, but haven't really got around to reading the comic books. And that's basically, you should read them. They're really fun to read and really good. I'm serious, they're excellent. So that's another thing. So let me just pause and try to find this shirt, and I'll show you the posters. Okay guys, so I found the t-shirt. And I'm sorry for the mess in my room. It's just I'm really busy with school, like I said, and when I get back home from school, tidying up my room is not the first thing on my mind. So yeah, here it is. Anyway, this is a Midnight Riders t-shirt bought on Valve's website, and like the stuff I bought was expensive, but it was seriously worth it. Like this t-shirt, first of all, it looks amazing. Second of all, it's like it feels amazing, like, and really looks good. And I'm just going to try to flip it over. So here is the back. Back is really black, but here is like what it looks like. And basically, I bought this t-shirt and I wore it to my to my school prom. Now, I have to explain this again. I explained it in the original video, but that never got uploaded. So we have a different educational system here in Serbia than you guys do in America. We have elementary school, which is like 8 years long. Then we have high school, which depends on the high school, but most are 4 years long. And after that we have university. Now our university is quite different, since we don't have state university. We have a lot of different ones. For like medical university and stuff like that. It's hard to explain, and it's not the point of this video. The point is that I wore this to my elementary school prom. So, and it was awesome. By the way, the shirt and the prom. Now the posters. Like here, I got the Left 4 Dead 1 and the Left 4 Dead 2 poster pack. Here's the Dark Carnival poster. No Mercy. I put all of them up, even though I don't have that much room, but I put them up. Now they're there. Like I said, I did an unboxing video on these posters and the shirt, but never got around to uploading it because it was really bad quality. I have to move this stuff so you can see. Blood Harvest, Death Toll, and you can't see because of the lamp. This is the Parish. And these posters are freaking massive. I'm serious. Like I was so surprised when I opened and saw how big it was. I had to take down all of the posters that were on this wall to put these up. Hard Rain, Dead Center, and Swamp Fever up there. And basically, if you're a hardcore Left 4 Dead fan, you're going to notice that I don't have all the Left 4 Dead 1 campaignings. I don't have Crash Course. That's because the Crash Course was the first downloadable, the first DLC for Left 4 Dead. And yeah, that's an interesting fact. So you can buy that separately, and also the Sacrifice and Passing. Those are bought separately. These are the poster packs, and they were expensive, but they like, I'm serious, they are really worth it. And just like, if you one of those people that like to comment on how other people spend their money, Left 4 Dead is something that I really love, and it was my own money. I didn't like buy it from my parents' money. So yeah, whatever. That was, I think, all I had to say about, as in an update. I mentioned all of this Lego stuff that I really wanted to mention. I mentioned the posters, t-shirt, books, shower gel. Like, in the information that I forgot to put in the video will either be put in an annotation or in the description. Also, the links will be in the description to my Flickr page, my Twitter page. Twitter. I started using Twitter, guys, so I'm not posting anything right now because I don't have followers yet, and that's, like, I'm serious. If you guys want to be updated more frequently, like, I do an update video every couple months, but if you want to be updated more frequently, you can follow me on Twitter, and when I see that I have at least like 5 or 6 followers, I will post updates regularly, try to at least. So, because that's easier than making a video, editing it, and uploading it. So, that was it. Thank you guys for watching and listen to me like talk for more than half an hour. This was a really long video, but if I don't make it this long, I'm probably never gonna say most of this stuff. As you saw or heard, I made a lot of videos, but I never got around to uploading them, because they were either like bad quality or I was just not satisfied with how it turned out. And I think it's better that way, because some other stuff like these books have come a long way. That's basically it. And here, interesting, here's my ticket to World War Z. I keep it here just like a souvenir. And here's a zombie my friend drew for me. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, basically really cool. The creeper you saw, and Steve and the Enderman, that's from a different friend. That a girl actually drew those for me. They're really cool. I like them, keep them around. So basically, that's it. Sorry for like not posting videos, but you guys know how it is with school and like responsibilities, and yeah. One last time, and one last thing before I have to end this, because it's really going too long. These are the survivors that can and probably will be taken out of the story in some way, shape or form. And these two vehicles are the ones that are not immune to change. Like, they can be left behind, they can be run out of fuel, they can break down, whatever you guys think of. Leave your Leave your thoughts in the comments below, or on Google Plus, or on my Twitter. So anywhere, but just notify me where you left it, because of the recent YouTube comment system change. I've been seriously, like, I can't find where you guys are posting stuff. I send you personal messages to thank you for subscribing, but you probably can't see that, because to get to the inbox you have to go to the YouTube dashboard, and seriously that just bugs me, because like YouTube wasn't really thinking straight when they did this update. They're just like forcing Google Plus, and it's a cool concept, but it's not good. Like, I prefer other like stuff. Never mind. See you guys soon, hopefully, and I hopefully have some new Lego stuff to show you. Check out my Flickr page for pictures of stuff that I will post there, and about the survivors and vehicles. Mr. Solution 98, signing out.
Where it stops, nobody knows it. Side to side, baby, back and forth, God above in the